and welcome. My name is Carmel from the Atlantis Rising Mystery School. I'm the founder of the Atlantis Rising Mystery School, and we have two students here who are in the Ascension program. Firstly, I'd like to introduce you to Grant McFarlane, who has been a student of the Atlantis Rising Mystery School for some years now, a couple of years, 4 or 5, and also our beautiful, beautiful Julianne. And Julianne Dowdle is from WA, Western Australia, from Bunbury. She's setting up her own healing temple in Bunbury in WA. Grant is from Yeppoon, spends a lot of his professional working life in the Pilbara. These are areas in Australia. Both these beautiful people are from working in very remote areas of Australia. Our beautiful Julianne being a remote midwife right out in the very outer reaches of our country, supporting women giving birth naturally and having an holistic approach to birth, which is our birthright. And Grant is at the other extreme, involved in a very big company. His company is very big, and he's very much an amazingly empowered businessman, and he's been taking training through his own journey with us, through the Divine Feminine, through the philosophy of the Divine Feminine. And today he's begun his journey through the Atlantis Rising Mystery School program at the level of the High Priest, the self-nurturing level. This is not anything that we all can't do very easily in our lives, to be able to work in an ascension framework. And what I'd like to do is ask one of my two beautiful students what they know about a mystery school, why they chose to have their training under the Atlantis Rising Mystery School, so you who are listening can get a bit of an idea as to what a mystery school is, what a temple is, why you want to take training or know a little bit more about mystery school training ascension programs. What I'd like to do right now is invite Grant to tell us a little bit about yourself in terms of the energies and why you chose to work with us here at Atlantis Rising, and what you've received through the Atlantis Rising Mystery School Ascension program, what appealed to you about the level of it. And this, Julianne, you too, you'll be very aware of the Ascension program and why you've come into our school to teach your own students in Bunbury as well. Grant, how do you feel about some of those questions?
Well, a lot of questions and a lot of answers.
Yes.
Well, the first thing that brought me into Atlantis Rising was I was walking down the street actually in Coolangatta, and I was feeling a little bit down, and I looked through the window of Atlantis Rising, and there was a beautiful crystal there calling out to me. So I came inside and met Carmel and some of the other lovely goddesses that work there, and felt the beautiful energies in the store that's held there, and I thought, this is good, I want some of this. I want some of this joy. So.
And that's exactly what it is. The feminine is a joyful experience. It's not a mind-based experience. We're here to help people grow through their hearts. And in an ascension program that Grant became interested in was to use his own skill base, his own professional and personal skill base, to be able to work within a structure, I think would be a way of describing it, in developing his own relationship with his heart, because that's why you're here. You're both here. Julianne, for you, a little bit about what appealed to you about working your beautiful Reiki training with this Ascension Canon Reiki training under a mystery school program.
Yeah, it was not something that I planned, but again, I was in Coolangatta, changing flight changes, and bumped into Carmel and bought a few books and
Did you like my books?
and yeah, I thought that the books were very applicable today, and it was interesting that the lineage was from a very feminine lineage of energy healing, and some of the practical approaches to centering in your heart and to be reflecting on our own life, and some practical tools that we can apply. So I thought that it would also complement some of the existing training and workshops that I've done. And
What type of workshops and trainings have you done?
Yeah, so I love to travel, and I've spent quite a bit of time in India, and I'm very drawn into Ayurveda.
Yeah.
And that it's quite a complete form of healing and working with the elements earth, wind, fire, water, air, and which is something that comes through in Carmel's writings as well, is to balance those elementals within our own body.
Yes.
And our own
earth.
auras.
Yes.
So therefore, we're connecting with Mother Earth.
Yes.
And as we connect and feel good with that, and comfortable, then it positions us to be able to go out and provide support for other people.
Good.
in their own
So I'm
journey.
hearing really that you like the structure of an Ascension program, you like the structure of the 7 books I've written to be able to enable you to support your journeys. Grant's been with us for some time, some years now, after this amazing discovery of himself through joy and his magical selenite, huge crystal. Grant was hooked and then came back to do his Ascension Canon Reiki 1, then 2, then Reiki level 3 like Julianne has. And now, really exciting, he purchased my book, The High Priest, a couple of years ago, probably 18 months, 2 years ago. And I said, let's get stuck into it, start working on some of the exercises, and 2 years later, he's been able to wade through them. What was it like trying to get through all those heavy exercises sometimes?
It was quite, hard, daunting, and but like everything, I guess, in life, that you've got to make some sacrifices to get something good at the end.
And that's exactly right. And some of the sacrifices Grant made were to let go of a lot of old patterns in his own life. He had to embrace the world of the divine masculine. Today we've been teaching all through the Ascension program level 1, the High Priest, the divine masculine, teaching the priest how to be embodied through men and women. Julianne is just finished her Reiki training. She's now going to be allowing herself to embark on the feminine counterpart, the divine feminine aspect of the teaching program through the philosophy, through the High Priestess. The wonderful thing is that when you are working with these energies, you have a structure to work within which can take many years. It doesn't have to be done in a quickie. We're doing the Ascension program over many years. I have no problem with someone saying, look, I'm working at this level for this number of years, and then we can come into the next level to do the Goddess of All Light attunement, the self-respect energy belt, and so on, to the immortals at the self energy belt. It gives our students a structure. For more information about this, you can read my website under Carmel Glenane. But the most important thing is that we're here today to allow you to know that a modern Ascension program works. And it works because it's grounded in the now, and the students are receiving practical, simple tools to manage their humanness in a very chaotic and complex world. Grant, in terms of being attuned and taking the training with the High Priest in an initiation, and in the initiatory process is going on over the next couple of days, how are you beginning to feel it working in your life now? How have you changed some patterns?
Well, in a world, as we know, is spinning out of control in this day and age, it's brought some order and control back into my life.
Yes.
And the ability to achieve things that you didn't think that you could do
and
before.
You have, since Grant did his preparatory training, his workload has quadrupled. He's gone from 10 staff to 50, and so he didn't quite expect that to bounce in so quickly. He's been able to manifest very quickly with the High Priest, as Julianne is beginning to discover with her feminine Reiki, and we're looking forward to further time with you, Julianne, when you're able to tell us a little bit more about your priestess. In the meantime, though, right here and now with you all, we're offering you an opportunity to just allow yourself to experience the joy of being in a modern mystery school teaching program that offers you the opportunity of flexibility yet groundedness. And I think the biggest thing that you would have experienced, Grant, would be one of those types of things, flexibility and groundedness. What drew you to actually want to become connected? Is it the vibration of the five-tiered level of ascension?
No, I think it's also the nurturing feeling of the divine feminine, and knowing that you're in safe hands and good hands, and to be able to connect to the earth and feel that safety and peace at any time is a wonderful gift.
It is a wonderful gift. Thank you. Thank you. And we're on a co-creative journey. The feminine energies are new. They're older than you. We're very excited that so many wonderful male teachers in the world are working with the Divine Feminine, like Andrew Harvey, Ian White, through now making beautiful feminine energies available. I'm liking here you to know that we're giving men confidence to embrace the Divine Feminine. That's why we've got a man here who's out there in the Pilbara, right in the big far north in Western Australia. He's got a big man's job, and he's now looking at an Ascension program that offers him that flexibility and also the manifestation and the support of the earth. And Julianne, for you, alternatively, as a woman and midwife who's been in service, in real service, in remote areas in the world, I feel you now are pivotal in our new journey too, for what you're going to be receiving and how you're feeling about this new world you've opened your door to.
Yeah, it feels very peaceful, and it's very welcoming coming to Carmel's sanctuary, temple.
Yes.
It's a very different way of viewing the world, so it's nice to, have all of the group ceremonies and activities, and loving sitting by the fire and
She's just got a magical fire going on,
and
we're sharing magical chocolates that she's got
and
from...
all of the support systems are very good.
We're sharing lots of fun. We're having lots of fun.
It's a nice place to learn, and you can do it at your own pace. And even, doing the Reiki, it was great just to be able to go out for a few hours and have a coffee and look at some shops and come back. So it's, it kind of flows easily, and
everything flows.
Easy to, come and go. Yeah.
And another exciting thing that these two amazing students are doing is that they're going to be on our Ascension training program and going to Egypt. So we've got a beautiful trip planned for Egypt, and Grant has decided to hop on board. This will be my 12th trip to Egypt, and Julianne said, well, I'm giving myself a special birthday present too. And within that, they're both coming to join my 12th teaching tour to work with the Ascension program. And that doesn't imply that you have to be on the Ascension program tick list for you to go to Egypt, but we're working with high energy, we're working with anchoring light on earth. We're actually global and in many ways viral, and we're here to spread the love of the Mother wherever we may be. We are all in service to the Mother, and in being in service to the Mother, we're asking for you all to allow yourself the experience of self-nurturing. And the experience of self-nurturing through the Ascension program allows you to really feel that incredible love and energy. And Grant, I'd like you to experience the energy of receiving through our beautiful crystal tone sound bowl. And Julianne, your beautiful Yagna ash, Grant, you can take that one. I'd like you to feel now the Atlantis Rising Mystery School guides. Excuse me for a moment, I'm getting the Yagna ash bowl. Continue, Grant. We're giving you the experience right now of feeling the Atlantis rising. Mystery school guides come through the hearts of our beautiful people here, through all our wonderful students and friends of Atlantis rising, bringing in the magic of the Mother to these glorious singing bowls. And as you breathe in, hold and release, you'll be able to feel the peace and feel the earth under your feet, maybe for the first time in a long time. Let's begin to collectively feel the heartbeat of the Mother. Connect our heartbeat as we lovingly intone, what's the word? Heart.
I love you.
Heart.
I
I love you. Heart. I love you. Opening our hearts to receive love is the most empowering thing any human can do. We're doing that through our beautiful Reiki, Ascension Canon Reiki program, our High Priestess and Priest training, our Goddess of All Light attunement and training, the Immortals attunement and training, the Keepers of the Mysteries training programs, and the Bliss training program through my books, Awakening the Intelligent Heart and Embodying All Truth. All these beautiful beings are helping you right now do one thing. And what is it?
love.
Self-nurture. Self-nurture. And ground. Give us a little hint for grounding now, ground, please. Tell your lovely audience how you ground every day, Julianne. What are your tricks for grounding every day? Come on, share your goodies.
Heart, I love you.
Heart, I love you. And taking that heart where?
To the Mother's heart.
To the Mother's heart. When we're earthed, we're grounded in self-nurturing. Any more questions you'd like to ask me? No. Not even one. Julianne, not even one.
Well done.
Well done. We are ready.
Overcooked.
Overcooked, they say. We haven't even started. They think they're
Ground
overcooked.
yourself.
Ground yourself, Carmel. Thank you for watching us, listening to us and sharing with us our love of the Mother. We are in service to the Mother, and thank you for allowing yourself this time. Heart, I love you all.
Heart, I love you.
Heart, I love you all. Heart, I love you all. Heart, I love Mother Earth. Allow yourself to receive the magic of all love. Thank you. All love and peace.